You are actually going to inspire, you're going to be inspired by few different people at the beginning of this week, my gorgeous Capricorn, indeed. And I'm talking about the week in between the 21st and the 27th of November 2022. So at the beginning of this week, you are going to be inspired by a very, very kind of specific and a very special group of people. And this in itself, it's really kind of going to inspire you. It's like you're going to feel a very strong connection when it comes to these people. So I would say that you are going to be sharing something really specific on a spiritual side or on a spiritual terms when it comes to these people. So you're going to be sharing something rather specific. You're going to be sharing like some kind of like a similar, rather similar beliefs. So it's really kind of pointing towards the fact that when it comes to your spirituality and things like that, you are indeed going to have a rather special and very strong connection with these people. So it's not like, oh yeah, just like some kind of people are going to inspire you who like you haven't got anything to do with or anything like that. You may not have anything to do with these people as such, but then again, it's to do with something very strong that you're going to be sharing with them. You see what I mean in terms of your own spirituality. So this is indeed my point explaining this, is that it's going to feel different. It's going to ring different. So it's just there's so many elements that you are actually going to be able to connect to when it comes to you kind of like looking at this specific group of people, but even more so the actual inspiration that you are going to have, the idea that they are going to actually give you, the idea that you are going to get from them. It's going to make you realize, do you know what, I want more out of life. I want to change this, I want to change that, because that in itself is going to start changing a bigger picture of your life, but most importantly a bigger picture how you want your life to become. So this indeed, it's to do with the near future, okay? But this is brilliant. This is brilliant because this is why the spirituality is so important, because it does really help us, you know, to be individual, and it does help us to understand specific aspects of our lives. You know, it helps us to understand the specific things about ourselves that we normally wouldn't understand. So it's all about being open and just keep on going forward and keep on going forward and keep on going forward, having ideas and inspiration, especially when it comes to the certain destination in our lives. You know, it's fantastic. And we are constantly growing, evolving, and changing. Every single experience is changing us. Every single person that comes across, you know, changes us. Every single person that walks into our lives changes us. So this is absolutely normal and natural, because it's to do with your own like kind of reflection on things, what's happening, and even more so the realization how much you've actually changed over the last couple of years. This is all going to be on your mind quite a lot. You know, like I've changed so much, I've learned so much, I became aware of so much. All these things are going to be on your mind, but this idea, it's really going to give you this inspiration and idea. It's really going to like really start to get you going, you know, and it's going to inspire you, and you're immediately going to be thinking about your life and what you want to do, like kind of later on, where this is actually going to get you. You know, there is so much beautiful spiritual flavor that you're actually going to get through this, and inspiration and ideas and even more ideas. But it's always that little bastard but no, but basically you are really, for a couple of days after that moment in time, you're really going to feel like, oh my god, I want to do this. How can I do this? How can I start this? How can I begin this? You're not going to be able to stop thinking about it. And this is to do with your soul purpose. This is to do with your soul calling. This is to do with your spiritual calling, my gorgeous Capricornius. So it's going to be absolutely impossible to ignore this. So you are going to find yourself like contemplating and contemplating and contemplating. When you find yourself contemplating, you're just kind of going to be thinking about what do you need to change and what do you need to do in order to kind of like go on this particular path. But I'm telling you that, you know, it's like a lot is going to be on your mind, like when it comes to your future, and this this is this inspiration, like you will want to achieve something in the near future, not like in 10 years time, no baby, no. I'm talking about a rather near future. And this in itself, you have to, when it comes to that contemplation, it's like, oh my God, what does it need to go? What do I need to do? It's more about you gaining a strength and confidence. You will see exactly what I mean. That contemplation is a sign that you still need a little bit of more confidence, that you still need a little bit more of self-esteem. And you must, above all, be as open-minded, as optimistic as ever. I know that this is going to sound crazy, but when it comes to that contemplation, because this is the week that starts on the 21st of November, it's going to end on the 27th of November. We are talking about the very powerful numbers in terms of the spirituality, in terms of an inspiration, you finding yourself on a new path, but also in terms of you feeling ridiculously spiritual, where you are going to have quite a lot that is going to come to you just completely out of the blue throughout this week, but you're also going to have a very, very powerful synchronicity. So like every now and then, just turn the radio on, you know what I mean? Just out of the blue, Capricornius, when it's so kind of synchronicity, charged up, baby. Just try to like kind of turn the radio on every now and then, and you will see when the certain song comes up, how the words are going to be completely like going on so nicely with what actually you're thinking about, with what actually you're facing in your life, what actually it's bothering you, what the certain words, you will see exactly what I mean. So this is important in terms of the actual manifestation and the actual synchronicities. But what I wanted to say before, my gorgeous Capricornius, when it comes to that contemplation, you listen. The number 21 and 27 in numerology, it's a lot to do with manifestation that you feel very strongly about, that you can feel something coming, but you can't really explain it. So this is your indication. And when you have this contemplation, be open-minded and be very positive. Do not be negative. Do not cut yourself away from what you should be. Do you know what I mean? Don't be negative, because if you're negative when it comes to that contemplation, you're going to lock all the doors around you. So you must, above all, at all costs, be as optimistic as you can. If you're negative, you're going to lock all the doors, and you're going to make this negativity to become a real challenges later on. No, baby, no. When it comes to that contemplation, you have to be as open-minded as you can, because you need to understand that contemplation that you're going to have, what you're going to be thinking about, it's already starting the process of manifestation. It's already beginning the process of manifestation. And that is going to take your life, bring your life exactly where your life actually should be. So you see this? Contemplation, okay, my gorgeous Capricornius, contemplation. And you have to be optimistic. If you're negative, you bring yourself down, and you're just going to make this, you're going to manifest this into real challenges. So no, baby, no. So by being optimistic, you are basically going to already start the process of manifestation. And this, my gorgeous Capricornius, this is about to change your life. And you are going to, I can tell you, that there is someone really also like who is close to you, like not that long after that moment in time, someone so important to you, who is very close to you, very kind of dear to you, a family member or a great friend. They are going to mention something to you again, completely out of the blue, like, oh, I like when you did this, or I like when you've done that, or you should be doing a bit more of this. And then suddenly this is going to be again this powerful synchronicity that is going to open your eyes, and you're going to wonder like, how come you said this at this moment in time? I can't believe you said this when I'm thinking about something really specific. It's like crazy. And this in itself is going to play an important role when it comes to you having a courage, a self-esteem, and all that passion that it's actually going to even help you out even further, because it's coming directed to you from someone who is so important to you, like a family member or someone who you really love, and they love you too as well. So it's almost, this is going to be a sign, and it's going to be a green light that this is, oh my God, God, this is amazing. And this is going to give you so much courage and so much self-esteem and so much energy. This is going to re-energize you in itself, which on one hand means, again, my gorgeous Capricornians, that you are gorgeously, beautifully healing and ascending yet again on the next level of your life, where you're going to be left with absolutely no option but to make an important decision when it comes to your development. You will not want to wait anymore. If you're looking for work, this is like, go baby, go for it. If you're working already, what's the naturally next step and the next stage at this moment in time? If you're retired, you will know exactly what I mean, because the new path is opening, and this path is going to require from you, my gorgeous Capricornians, to get yourself on it as soon as you possibly can. As I say, you're healing and you're ascending onto the next level of your life. Whatever you are doing, this is to do with you being prepared for this for such a long time. The reason why this has been like kind of speed up, especially when it comes to this week, it's because of these wonderful numbers that we have here indeed, which are going to make an enormous impact on your life in terms of the actual courage with those aspects that have been slowing you down because of the uncertainty. You're about to snap out of something. Do you know what I mean? You're about to snap out of something, almost like out of some kind of dream that you were kind of held in for such a long time. There is so much that is going to become clear to you by the midweek indeed, where especially when you completely out of the blue become aware of this like a really like a wise choice. You know, you are completely out of the blue. Something is going to happen here. It's really going to surprise you, completely unplanned. It's not bad and it's not good or anything like that, but something is really going to surprise you, because it's going to be connected to the some kind of action of a certain person who is on one hand going to show their very kind of different side to them, but this is not kind of going to really get you or affect you or anything like that, because you've been through so much over the last 2 or 3 years that you got to the point in your life that nothing surprises you anymore whatsoever. But the bottom line is, my gorgeous Capricornians, that at around the midweek you are going to have this completely unexpected situation, and this unexpected situation is actually going to make you aware of a really wise choice. And this wise choice is going to highlight your sacred gift. Again, I've seen this before. This is so important. Your sacred gift is to do with things that make you feel happy, things that make you feel good, things that you love doing and expressing yourself with, but it's also to do with those things that make you feel extremely passionate about life. That is the way we should live this spiritual journey, by following our passion and making the most of it. If we don't do this, then we can very easily lose ourselves within this life. You know, you follow yourself, you follow your own spirit, you follow your own soul. Why would you be following to someone and listen to someone like on the outside telling you what to do in terms of like, oh, you should be taking this job, you should be taking that job? Do you know what I mean? No, baby, no. Follow your soul, follow your spiritual purpose, because this is exactly what I'm trying to explain here. The wise choice that is going to be highlighted here, that you're going to become aware of, it's only going to be the part of the massive confirmation that you have to go take something on the next level, and it's to do with your sacred gift. And I will tell you, some people will tell me, oh, well, sacred gift. I don't have a sacred gift. Yes, you do. Every single one of us has got something really sacred about us. But because people have been conditioned for such a long time, do you know what I mean? It's very difficult sometimes for the people to come out of themselves because of the conditioning that everybody had throughout their lives. What you should be doing and the way you should be living your life is finding something that makes you feel extremely good about yourself. And this is the part of your spiritual gift. You know what I mean? So, you know, this is going to be highlighted like there is no tomorrow. And I really like it, because it's going to make you feel extremely happy. And also, everything is going to start making sense now. Especially when it comes to things being extremely slow, when it comes to so many different aspects of your life over the last 11 months in particular. There is so much that is going to start making sense now. And you're also going to become aware of some very kind of negative negative and unhealthy and rather toxic attachment in your life, something rather devilish that it literally needs to go. So as soon as you become aware of this sacred gift, as soon as this wise choice, as soon as you become aware of this wise choice, which is going to point towards your sacred gift, you've got one, you've got one, you've got one, which is going to show your sacred gift. At the same time, you're also going to become aware of something really toxic in your life, something that's creating so much negativity, and it's really kind of like bringing you down, and it's been making you feel negative for such a long time. Devilish, unhealthy, very toxic attachment, and this in itself, this is going to be highlighted almost immediately, and you are going to know, of course, that you're not going to be able to fully kind of start with this, like kind of taking this on, this like kind of starting with this like wise choice when it comes to your sacred gift, what you should be doing. This is connected to your soul purpose. You will not be able to do this until you cut this out, this very unhealthy attachment in your life. You will not know how to do this just yet, but within the few days you are gonna have a moment where you're gonna be like kind of like relaxing, you're gonna be meditating, maybe you're gonna be walking within the forest, you know, whatever you're gonna be doing, but I can see you're gonna be relaxing. Maybe you're just gonna fall asleep in the daytime for a minute or two, and then you wake up and then suddenly comes to you, or you're gonna wake up in the morning and it's almost immediately gonna come to you. After the moment of relaxation I'm talking about, you're gonna open your eyes and then suddenly you will know like how exactly are you going to kind of get rid of this unhealthy attachment in your life. It's to do with something that came to an end, and now it's making you feel extremely unhappy indeed. By the time you get to the last part of this week, my gorgeous, raise your vibration, my gorgeous Capricornius. Raise your vibration. Capricornius. 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 Capricornius, pam 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 pam. 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 Capricornius, pam pam pam. Raise your vibration, Capricornius, and make the most of it. Raise your vibration every single time when you need it. By the time you get to the last part of this week, oh my God, the clear direction is about to be shown to you. By the time you get to the last part of this week, Capricornius, and I'm talking about the 25th, 26th and the 27th of November, these 3 days, the clear direction, these 3 days, the clear direction, it's about to be shown, and this direction that it's going to be shown, it's also going to lead towards a greatest success, towards an amazing accomplishment. It's going to lead towards you feeling remarkably pleased with yourself, remarkably happy with yourself. It's not only that this is actually going to also, this clear direction is also going to show you and make you aware of the fact that, you know what, now you're having this clear direction, you're feeling so strongly about this, you know what, this is going to show you exactly like how the certain stage of your life came to an end. The certain stage, that clear direction that is gonna become obvious here, it's going to show you how the specific part of your life came to an end, and it's gonna start fading in the background, you know what I mean? But then on another hand, this is also going to show you that the new phase is about to begin. You're gonna feel extremely happy with yourself, yourself when it comes to this, because you will be doing the right thing, but also in terms of the actual accomplishment, spiritually and mentally, this is going to be brilliant, let alone in terms of the actual success. Everything that I said so far, it's going to bring you an enormous answer, you know, within the last 3 days. This is going to be connected like there is no tomorrow, because you are going to feel the inspiration like you haven't felt in a long time. And that inspiration that you are going to have, it's going to make you aware of completely how you want to leave certain things behind, how you're gonna find yourself on the spiritual quest. And even more so, you are still not going to be kind of aware of how you're going to do this. And there is going to be very interesting and intuitive psychic message that you are going to have at around that time, at around the time when you're so happy. You're going to decide to do something because you're going to feel extremely creative, I can see. And at that time, there is going to be a very specific psychic message that you are going to have. And this psychic message that you are going to have, this intuitive message that you are going to have, it's going to like kind of give you the sense of timing. Exactly when do you need to make the necessary step here, which is going to be huge, which is going to be giant, which is going to be enormous indeed. So now I'm just going to see, my gorgeous Capricornians, what is going to be your oracle card of the week. And your oracle card of the week is going to be, oh, lighten your load. You see this? This is going to be brilliant, because so much of the negativity, it's actually going to come to an end. And you know, don't be surprised with, like, you know, with something very specific that was bothering you so much, some kind of a problem that was bothering you so much. It's like a basically now completely out of the blue, there is going to be like a resolution for that particular problem. So this is why it's saying like this oracle card is about you lightening your load, but then at the same time you are gonna need to be compassionate. Someone is actually going to need your help. I know that this is going to sound really crazy and this is going to sound really bizarre, and I'm not saying this only for you to get things right, but somebody is going to need your help. By you, like someone is going to come through, someone is going to come forward this week. They will tell you something, they will act in a certain way, in an unusual way, so you will know that they are going to need your help, and even more so you will know exactly what they need. By you helping that person, you're going to do something mind-blowing, you're going to do something remarkable. By you helping that person, you're actually helping yourself. Just remember this, this is very, very important, and you will see exactly what I mean. Okay, my gorgeous Capricornians, thank you ever so much for watching my videos. I'm sending you brightest blessings, lots of love, healing, peace and light to every single one of you. Thank you ever so much for watching my videos. Sasha Bonasin, Psychic Medium. Love you. Bye.